Luke Humphries, congratulations, ending the show here at the Nordic Darts Masters. It's a little bit special.
Yeah, it was a decent performance. You know, I think for myself, before I come here, from like the Premier League final, which was, what was that, like over 2 weeks ago now, I've not practiced a lot. That's my own fault. You know, but the problem is I've been away and doing things, and you know, it's been so much things I've been doing. I haven't really had time to practice, to be honest. So I was sort of sceptical about, you know, my performance levels and how good I've been. I didn't really perform the way I wanted to in New York, and I didn't really practice as much as I should have done since, you know, I got back from Monday. But you know, there's a decent start performance there, and I can only you know, work on that and get better tomorrow.
An electric atmosphere, but you didn't let it put you off at all. I know they were cheering for their number one, but cauldron of noise, but didn't affect you at all.
Yeah, it's an amazing crowd up there. Of course, I expected it. I knew that was going to happen before I went up there, but I'm used to that now. I've had it many times in the Premier League. Now, that's why I said, you know, these sort of experiences do help you. So when you walk into a cauldron of atmosphere like that, where you're getting whistled and booed, you know, it doesn't happen to me all the time, but when it happens, I think you get used to it and you understand it, and you know, you don't try too hard, or you don't let it affect you, and, you know, them sort of things. So yeah, these sort of things don't bother me as much as they did probably at the start of the year.
Manic time for you at the moment. Have you had a chance to look back at New York and all the messages that you had? Obviously a special week for yourself. Have you had time to take that in?
Yeah, that was the most special thing about the tournament, to be honest. Obviously I really wanted to win, but you know, the most special thing about that was the proposal. So, you know, usually I'm all in on every darts tournament, but that was the only darts tournament that I've played in the last 5 years where it was more Kaylee's moment than my moment, you know. But winning it would have been a nice touch. But yeah, I took it all in. It had a great reception, and I think we were like on the front cover of Germany's most famous magazine or something, which was quite insane. I didn't really expect that sort of hype about it, but yeah, it really was special, and I've seen all the messages. Really nice to see the support.
Like you say, so much going on for you guys at the moment, especially you elite players. It's now the time of year that you have to manage your schedule more than ever because of everything, the travel that's going on. Yeah,
I mean, you've probably seen that, you know, with the entries come out recently. Yeah. You know, I'm missing the Pro Tours this week, and I'm missing the Hildesheim Euro Tour as well. Just from the fact that when I get back from New Zealand, I want to go on holiday for 10 days, and then it's like I'd be straight into Euro Tour. I need 5-6 days to recoup from a holiday and to get back into action. So they will possibly be the last two events I'll probably pull out of, except for probably the Pro Tour straight after New Zealand. I think it's the Pro Tour on the 20th or something, 21st. I won't be in them. Apart from that, I'll probably play in everything after that. But yeah, it is important to manage your calendar a lot. Obviously, I've looked well in advance and made sure that I'm, you know, not outburning myself and doing too much.
Back end of the year is where you excelled last year. Do you know what you got to do to get in that kind of form again this year?
I mean, last year was completely different, so I wasn't doing everything. I didn't do the Premier League. I didn't do Australia last year, which I unfortunately couldn't do. So it's going to be a lot different. It's going to be a lot more busy. It's probably more exhibitions this year, more corporate events this year. So, you know, I don't know how I'm going to feel at the end of the year. I don't know, you know, if I'm going to be full of energy, but I'll make sure that when we reach that Grand Prix stage, regardless of what's before that, I'm in a fit state, because, you know, that is when the real ranking money starts, where I want to stay the top #1 in the world. You've got the Grand Prix, the Grand Slam, Players' Championships, the European Championships, Worlds. That's where you're going to want to feel your best. So I'll make sure, regardless, that I'm up to my best at that point. But that's up to me to make sure I manage that properly.
Luke, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And then bam!
And then bam!